Hello good people, you know, it's not often that I find absurd products to land here in the studio, but lucky for you, it's one of those days. What's with the hair? Damn it. Alright, so this is the MF120, an intelligent Wi-Fi operating fan system. What? But they definitely win some points for the unboxing experience. This is by far the coolest way to unbox a set of fans. Yeah, so these fans are a little bit strange. For one, it actually has no fan frame, not in a traditional sense anyway, like you would on a traditional fan. Instead, here we have an aluminum structure in the center that holds the RGB illumination as well, because this is a super fancy and expensive fan, so why not? I'll definitely be testing the cooling potential of this fanless design, but it also has no traditional 4 or 3 pin fan header. Instead, it has a micro USB that then goes into the main hub. Of course, the coolest thing about the fan would be its Wi-Fi capability, allowing you to control both the RGB illumination and the fan RPM through the hub via smartphone. That's awesome. So this is a uniquely beautiful fan. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. It's still absurd though, so let's check out exactly if this fan is all design aspect or it actually has some cooling functionality behind it right after this. Lighting up your build for customization is one thing, cables are another. So check out cable mod in the description below for all types of colors and extensions. I mean, look at this, a red SATA cable, how cool. Cable mod, awesome customization that will stick around. Check it out in the description below. Alright, so there are multiple absurd factors about this product. One of them is how you cannot actually hold it when the blades are spinning because, you know, good luck fingers, especially if this thing is going at full speed. You have to either hold it by the center frame, but still have to be very careful, or by the edges. Also, you can only mount them for pushing air because that's how the frame is designed, and mounting them in pull will cover up this RGB strip and render them pointless. Plus, the lack of a shroud means non-directive airflow and obviously loss of pressure. But these fans actually push a lot of air, as you'll see later. But what really triggers me is the whole Wi-Fi control situation, because that's not really a value added, because that is the only way to control the RGB illumination. Luckily for speed, there is a 4-pin PWM connector from the hub to the motherboard, so you can at least control your RPM through your motherboard. However, for RGB control, you require an app. Now, this app is available on iOS and Android. On my iPhone, I could not get it to connect despite the slow progress bar always reaching to 100%, while on Android the app crashed on me a few times until I finally got it to make a connection with the hub. Now, the UI is intuitive if you can get inside the app, so you can choose your color, any of these lighting effects, along with speed and brightness, and inside the fan tab you can have 3 speed presets, or you choose your own RPM from 500 to 2200. And what's really cool about the fan and this like dual LED strip in the middle is that when it's illuminated, it really does not look like a fan at all inside your case. And so the blades are not illuminated, and so we have this discrete lineup that would look incredible in front of a case through like a tempered glass or something. Although the GamerStorm logo looks ridiculous and there is no way to turn it off individually. And to diversify the visuals, you can even rotate the fans for this weird look. I can see the appeal of a horizontal mount to highlight more of the blades. Now, unfortunately, the hub is pretty dumb in a sense that it does not know the order of these 3 fans. So if the meteor effect is enabled, the direction of motion of the lighting does not account for the potential of the fans stacked on top of each other, so they kind of all blink in sync, and that does not look good at all. And also the hub has no expansion potential, with only 3 fans supported with the proprietary 5-pin connector. And so this got me thinking, who are these fans for? The RGB fan market is pretty diverse, with plenty of visual variety to choose from, like the illuminated blades that spill a lot of that light. These are the Corsair Ml Rgb Fans. I also really like the ring illumination on these TB RGB fans from Enermax that illuminate the frame but not the blades. A totally different look for your system, and actually has a hub for 8 fans and RGB strips too, so it's a bit more versatile, while the MF120 kit holds its own unique ground because of that middle illumination, and I'm sure there are many build scenarios where each of these fan sets would suit right in. And by the way, they're all listed in the description below if you want to pick one of the sets. Now in terms of cooling, I tested them inside the Lee PC-011 Dynamic with the 3 fans mounted on the radiator for the side exhaust, with all of them running around 1600 RPM with pretty much identical temperatures. So the MF120 set definitely can push a lot of air through the radiator, no problem, but they are significantly louder at anything beyond 1000 RPM. And so I started this video thinking that this would be a fun way to show how pointless this product is, especially because you only get 3 fans and at $109 for the entire set. That is definitely crazy expensive. Especially because the Wi-Fi control is the only way to control the RGB illumination, and there is no provided software for your computer, so yada yada yada. But it did open my eyes to the entire RGB market, especially in the fans category, at how diverse it is and how many options we have that all deliver pretty good cooling, especially here, you know, at 1000 RPM delivers the exact same temperatures as I would with 1600 RPM on the default Corsair fans. Of course, this thing is significantly louder and there are some limitations with it, but when it comes to fans, it seems it doesn't hurt to go the visual route, even if you lose some functionality along the way. Alright, so let me know which one you like the most visually out of the 3 sets, and while I would not recommend these, I'm kind of glad they exist because it will push the RGB market into different directions, into something that's super weird yet kind of cool at the same time, that potentially would fit a build that would look totally unique because of that dual strip LED illumination in the center. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, check out this other relevant content, and we'll see you in the next video.